Hello and welcome everyone back to the Dumbass class with me, the Dyslexic Gamer, and most of my players as usual. We are waiting on a different one each time. Fuck, that light's bright. That's a different thing. Yes, welcome back to the Dumbass class. We're waiting on a player to arrive. Um, so we'll get into the recap to buy him some more time. Uh, in the last episode, if I turn this light down and stop blinding myself. In the last previous two episodes, our group had captured the Planetary Governess and had taken her into a torture room. In the torture room, a little bit later on, uh, they had begun their torturing. After she said a key word, they discovered that she had a biological cybernetic component inside of her heart. This is inquisitorial level shit. And with some amazing rolls from the group's tech priest and resident medicae, they were able to remove the heart entirely, except from they were not able to remove all the parts of the biomechanical construct. Um, with a with a cybernetic heart installed, she had some time. She had some time where the questions could come freely and the interrogation could go much more smoothly. But in that cost of gaining those freely acquired questions, the planetary governess will die in 3 hours, give or take. In the interrogation itself, as fingernails were removed and horrible things were done to hands and well, the fact that I also had terrible luck trying to withstand their interrogation. There's a better word for that, but I can't remember it. Most of the questions that they asked were answered. However, towards the end of the interrogation, our one of our resident psychers decided to telepathically link with the planetary governess and was taken not into an unguarded mind, but into a mind where it had been specifically trained to withstand psychic interrogation. The psychic in question was taken into her mind, where a grand hallway and guards of the Astartes were awaiting. After taking a bit of an arse whooping, and her physical body showing sign of damage, our other resident psyker jumped in as well, and the tables were turned. Many guardians have been slain. Some doors have been opened. As it stands right now, Liliana and Mordecai stand at the head end of of the table. The planetary governess and her last protector stand at the other head of the table. For those outside psychic fuckery, as the telepathic link roll was rolled, Winters was saying a question for the planetary governess to answer. By the time your question has left your lips, we are at this point in the psyker's actions. So things are happening much faster in the psychic realm than they are in the real realm. You would all feel the temperature drop in the room. The runes around the side of the interrogation chamber glow hot. As we jump back into the psychic realm. Oh, hang on, sorry. And Winters, you would also notice, like, you're saying this question, it's come out of your lips. You have a few moments of, wow, it's cold. Those rooms are bright. There's a sound, a warning sound coming from the medicae suite. You don't actually get a chance to get over to the monitors to check, as we already go back into the psychic realm. Anyone not involved in psychic fuckery, take 5, unfortunately. Back in the realm of psychic fuckery. Liliana and Mordecai, you have 2 doors that are unguarded currently. One is close to Mordecai. The other is at the other end of the table, although you guys don't actually move when you go into the doors. You seem to just teleport there and back. Which I'll tell you out of character. You've got an adult memory and you've got a child memory, and then you've got the guardian at the back of the table with the Planetary Governess. She is in child form as a reminder, and she is constantly, petulantly, yes, we can see. Look, we has planned beautifully, beautiful. Welcome, Albie. As last time, the Planetary Governess is on her finely crafted throne. She is petulantly screaming at you to get out, and you have no power here, and the guardians will get you. The emperor will not leave her. Her lord will come. Blah blah blah. So, which of the psychers Mordecai went last time? So I believe Liliana, it is your turn to act first. Again, you can attack the guardian, or you can open the door. Well, actually, you get a choice of 2 doors, because you've got 2 doors.
I'll go to the door next to the one I was. The next after, I mean. So.
I'm sorry, to make this simple, my dude, you've got a young version and you've got an adult version.
I can tell which door is which.
Well, Mordecai told you the door. No, sorry. Hang on a minute. No. Sorry. I am wrong. You have an adult door remaining. Mordecai has his child door shut. You went through your child door, if I remember correctly now.
If I remember correctly, we went through 4 doors. One I think was first Mordecai, so she was basically baby. Then me, then Mordecai, then me, and we basically progressed through her life. So I'll go to the next door, the one next.
As far as I remember, my dude, you had the child memory where. Hang on a minute. Am I misremembering?
Because I think Mordecai went first into the door. I remember that. Then I went to the door next to him. So I think we progressed through, but we skipped one of the doors each time.
No, you haven't skipped one each time.
No. I mean, I skipped the door that Mordecai went through.
Yeah, because there should only be a child door, an adult door, and the door behind the guardian that remains. Those should be the only doors that remain.
I'll go to the adult door.
And yeah, you would know that or you should at least have some notice that the further down you go, the older she's getting each time. Because years are passing, well, decades in most cases are passing between each door. So going to the last adult door that remains, again, you go as if to walk off. But you're at the door. You don't actually have any recognition of walking across to the door. It just seems as if you're teleporting. She screams and you open the door. So in this one, right. So this is the last memory she has, but it's odd. As you go into the door, the surrounding area is blocked off. It's hazy, as if a thick mist has just enveloped you. but only in the outward area. And if you walk up to it, it's like a wall. You cannot see through it. You can put your hand into it, but if you try to enter it, you cannot. The area the area inside the mist is lit, and you can see it, but things just seem to be in almost a tunnel vision. When you look at it, the mist area closes in, and it feels as if you're looking at it in a tunnel vision kind of aspect. You see an older version of the Planetary Governess. She looks like this is after, and again, I can't quite remember who saw her sit on the throne. But she's got the regalness that she had when you've seen her in the pic recording. She's already been made the Planetary Governess. In the finery that she wears and how she holds herself, but the area doesn't seem fitting for a Planetary Governess. Whilst it's fine, it doesn't seem like she should be in somewhere that is fine. And as you're seeing this memory, you're not entirely seeing it before. You're kind of in her eyesight. You were almost becoming her in a shocking way. But this isn't. This is very much a third person kind of a view, which again should not really be happening unless, and you look down and you see the small child of the Planetary Governess that you saw in the throne room. She is scared, clinging to you, but you don't feel her clinging to you. As you begin to try and put together what's going on, you hear a noise, but it's echoey. It's like it's far away, or as if you've got tinnitus and there's another sound coming in that's blocking it out. And a woman steps out of the fog in front of the Planetary Governess. She holds her hand to her face with her fingers outstretched. The Planetary Governess follows her hand as the woman makes her kneel. Words are said, but you cannot hear them. They're whispered at best, and with this muffling to the sound, you just can't make out what it is. The next thing you know, the woman is vomiting everywhere, and blood is coming up in globulates as she begins coughing. A man rushes to her side. You've never seen the man before, but the woman you seem to recognize. The man is far more regal looking than the Planetary Governess in genetics. When he looks to the Planetary Governess, who is again kneeling in a... Again, she's not cowling, but she is not normal. There's something odd going on. The man's face looks genetically perfect. He looks as if he was sculpted by gene scientists to just be beautiful, gorgeous. You almost want to just be around him for this charismatic look alone. For blinking a few times, and no, there's something twisted about this one as well, as he smiles and helps the woman up. The man then goes and outstretches his hand to the Planetary Governess's face again. Only this time you hear the words. But it's almost as if a familiar voice is repeating them to you. This one will hold a part of me. Should anything happen, my memories and my essence will be held. The Inquisition will never suspect her, as I have nothing to do with her, my darling. Well, almost. And with her training, she should be able to remain undetected for as long as we need. And as a noble, she'll extend her life, and we have a trump card. I have a trump card. We'll need to find a candidate suitable for you as well. Oh, and if only you knew, my dear, how simple it would be for us to do this to multiple more. As the voice becomes familiar, Liliana, corrupting shiver runs down your spine. I would leave here if I was you. No telling what he'll do, and I can only protect so many. Bye-bye. The face of the Planetary Governess turns, snapping the neck as that message is delivered to you. The young girl at your leg screams as the door shuts in your face and you are stood next to Mordecai. As Mordecai, it is your turn.
There's one more door, and then
There is essentially there's a child door that you can go through. There's one protector and one door behind the protector, or the guardian.
I'm probably going to try and take out the guardian, because it's probably best if one person sees everything.
Technically speaking, I have a question. Can we transfer memory to one another while we're in here?
No. Here you have to verbally transmit stuff, because you're already using an active power in the head, and you're doing combat as well.
No. Fair enough.
If you want to do it again, you can, but that would be using another power. So, well, no, because you're using the same power, and you can't use the same power twice, because currently telepathic link is still active. You can't use it twice. So yeah, unfortunately.
Because I think I have half of the story. Mordecai has the other half. We, in theory, can just telepathic link afterwards and combine the two.
Yeah, exactly.
Or you can, talk to each other and pass off the information. Either way, whatever you want to do.
As soon as I step out, I'll say, "What the fuck?" and I'll describe what I saw.
Mordecai comes out feeling rather unclean. That's what you two are up to. Ooh.
That's more worrying than what I've seen.
That's what the machine went. Gotcha. I'm so mad.
Oi.
You take the doors, I'll take him.
Sure?
Yeah. Okay. I mean, you're already fucked. This is what I think is you're already fucked in the head by whatever the fuck you just saw. So, pile on it.
Okay.
So it's Synesians?
Yep. And there are no negatives at the moment, but no bonuses.
That's fine.
So, are we sticking with the fire theme?
Yes, yeah, always.
Okay, so as this bolt of fire springs forth from your outreached hand, it shoots across the table. What's left of the table, as each gouse, there's more and more of the center seems to turn to charcoal, or along the center. It flies past the petulantly screaming Planetary Governess towards the last Guardian. The garishly painted form of a space marine disappears. There's a blinding flash of light. As it does so, you are able to look at it, but whatever was there, it disappears for a moment as your fireball goes to hit and it is stuffed out. The image that stands before you is of a golden armored individual who stands with a golden sword and one hand has a golden power talon claw.
Lots of gold.
As he stands
Can you-
before you, his armor reminds you of nothing less than, and yes, the God Emperor of mankind. Cringe. However, the face does not match the imposing visage that is shown. Unlike much of the artwork, most, if not all, of the artwork that you have seen of the God Emperor, showing a very predominant featured face and look, this man looks very much like the man that Liliana saw in the vision. Oh, I don't know any of you. Or at least this version of me doesn't know any of you. You all seem rather young. The girl continues to scream, her face going red, as, "Silence, girl, your lord has come." Those words seem to just resonate with her as she looks in excitement and as if she can't catch her breath as she looks round, sees the image, and falls to her small knees, enveloped by this huge chair, peering round the other side to see the individual. Small voice, hardly able to make a sound. One small sound emerges. "My Lord Emperor." The regal look upon his face disappears in an instant as a look of spite and vitriol as she sits in the chair, the look of dumbfoundment shock on her face, the rosy red cheeks slowly losing their rosy glow. "So, who are you? Names?"
Oh, hello?
"Yep." "Names?"
Sorry, my headset cut out.
Oh, he asks you to your names.
Yeah. More who are you to face the Emperor so?
He looks pained at that. Looks up and, "I do not wear the guise of the Emperor to mock him, only to bring more faith to him, to allow those that would not be able to recognize the difference to believe more, to believe that he is with us once again. I am a poor image, I will admit, but it brings hope to all that see me. Is that not enough to try to honor our Lord's image? Her rosy red cheeks have faded to a more human, normal human-esque tones.
Not bringing hope. You're just pretending to be the Lord Emperor.
Yeah.
That's heresy.
So I see nothing but
Apologies.
heresy here.
I am Inquisitor Electo. Your names would be?
I just look to Liliana.
I'm gonna give Mordecai a look of, shouldn't we just, shoot him?
Yeah, it's like people who know what you are. That's all you need to know.
Oh? For those of you outside. As Winters, you hear the sounds of the alarm. You go over to the screen, and this doesn't make sense. You've placed her under a scanning device, which is scanning her every 15 seconds or so. And as you're looking at the readout, can you give me a Medicaid check? I believe you get a plus 10, 20 for the facility and the accoutrement. No, sorry, I think it's 10, but then you get plus 20 for your 2 items, so it's 30 overall.
I get 10 from my Medicaid Megadendrite, I get 20 from Superior Chirurgeon, and I get 10 from the facility, which brings me to 40.
Yes, you forgot about the Mechadendron before. I remember now. Right. So, as you look at the device and see the warnings, 15 seconds, 30 seconds, 45 seconds, you watch as her brain chemistry shows great pressure. Sorry, brain chemistry. The thing doodads and medical thingies I can't remember are watching her brain, scanning her head and other areas. You see that something's forming in her head. Something's gathering. Her blood pressure drops. Machine gives a warning that she has a critical brain bleed. As the scan goes over for the 3rd time, you notice she has 1 massive hemorrhage and 3 smaller ones. As the room gets cold and you turn to inform the others, the thing you would notice first is the calm look on the Inquisitor's face as his eyes are shut. Back into the never never. So, you know of what exactly? My great plan? Don't be absurd.
We've seen enough of it to know what you are. Heretic. Traitor.
There
Charlatan?
are many in the Inquisition who would throw that term around, but there are less who can make it stick or who have the authority to bring judgment down, because they are too worried that bringing judgment down would mean that they would have to open up their skeletons in their closets. We've all done things we regret in the name of the Emperor. Why should I be ashamed of those things I have done? They've all been in his name, after all.
You may delude yourself pretending to be doing this in the name of the Emperor, but you cannot fool us. You're just trying to pretend to be a false prophet.
The little girl's face begins to lose colour.
Can I roll a awareness check? Because I've been inside the mind of a person that died before. Could I notice any signs in this place?
Sure, you have the knowledge, and you did mention it. You can look around and notice that the room itself is losing cohesion. You can't make out the fine details of the paintings anymore. You can't make out the masonry of the wall. It now just looks as if it's one continuous piece, whereas before those were stone bricks.
Hmm. Can I roll? My intelligence is shit, but can I roll intelligence to maybe get an estimate of how much time we have?
You technically can't, because you don't know what is killing them. You don't know how fast they're... Like, you don't know if she's clinging on to life at the moment, or if she's dead and it's all going to unravel rather quickly. You would know not to linger in a dying person's head.
Okay. I'll tap Mordecai's arm and say, we need to leave soon. She's dying. And you do not want to be inside when that happens. Trust me.
Just look back and go, memories now, and head towards one of the remaining doors. We'll get what intel we can.
I agree.
The Inquisitor appears as you just before you decide to move on. You hear his voice. I recommend you all get out of here now, myself included. In case you haven't noticed, she's dying. And I don't... he seems to notice the visage, the image or visage of his former Lord Inquisitor. But he doesn't say anything. He just turns and makes his exit.
Oh, wait. Magnus enters, tells us to leave, looks at the Alacto, and leaves.
Refuses to elaborate.
I'm going to tap Mordecai shoulder and say, we're leaving.
Knowledge!
Yeah, but let's leave. We got warned.
Fine. Oh. I really want...
Yeah, I know. I've been inside the dying mind of a person before. Liliana doesn't want to go through that again. It's not fun.
I know that you've gone through that before, so if you say go, then I go. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I'll look at the Lacto, and I'll say before I leave, we'll be coming for you, heretic. And I'll leave.
As you go to leave, you can hear his voice just in the distance. You can't quite make out the words that he's saying. Did
As I leave, I
everyone leave? Yes?
Yeah, I was just to say, as I leave,
Yes.
I throw the psychic equivalent of a middle finger back at him. Just like, peace out, fuckwad.
In theory, we can shape ourselves while we're in astral form, right? We
Yes.
could just turn into giant middle fingers and leave.
Yep.
Pretty much, yeah, you can, as far as I'm aware.
Do you really think that's wise, Doof?
Of course it is.
Yeah. Styling on your enemies is half the reason you become a psyker.
Oh, wait, right. Sorry, I was confused.
So, in the real world, Winters, you see that the Inquisitor's face has gone calm and placid, and he doesn't seem concerned. You look round, the runes that were around the top of the wall that were glowing red, some of them have stopped glowing and are just smouldering. As you look back down, well, you inform everyone she's crashing, she's dying, however you want to say it. There's maybe moments where you can grab equipment, you can grab things, or you see her face convulsing and she's gone. Few moments after she's gone, that Mordecai and Liliana's essences come back to them. And now no more needing to time compress, dilate, whatever the fuck it is to make things kind of add up to how long they take. Back to one time level.
Well, that was an experience.
At least we weren't inside when she died.
Darius is confused. He knows nothing of the psycho mumbo jumbo.
It felt like there was something just there.
As you start looking suspicious at you, you're not going to grow tentacles?
Only if you ask me nicely.
I mean, if you really want to, you can do that. I told you what would happen to your share.
So she's dying, like outright, right?
He's dead.
Yeah, she's gone.
She's fucked. I don't. Seeing that massive brain hemorrhage, there's nothing I can do in time.
All right.
The only thing that is still happening is you are getting scans of it as it happens. You know, you get play-by-play back of medical data to see what happened exactly.
I will try and record that somewhere. That seems like valuable data.
Data.
Ah.
But as you look over the information, because you did get a 9 on your last one, and that was still looking at everything. It looks as if a number of cells throughout her body came together, and caused a huge blockage, build-up of pressure, and ruptured the vein. Is it veins? Yeah, veins in the brain. But again, that shouldn't really happen unless you are able to, like, you know, once she's dead, you can, like, take the whole part of the brain as a sample to get, you know, the microscopes and things like that. If you want to put that down in as a project for you to work on to see what actually killed her. Autopsy of the body and thing that killed her.
I will say, I think, I don't know if she was already about to die, but I think I'd like to sped up the process. I'll say looking first at Mordecai and then towards Inquisitor, Magnus.
It was a trap.
Or whatever was. Oh, sorry.
The thing there, it wanted you to stay till she had died. So I imagine that, yes, somehow it was able to cause a kill switch, another one to activate somehow.
She
I'm
was
not
fucking riddled with kill switches.
but I'm not entirely sure of something we may need to have either one of you or another acolyte research into. How was an image of Electo in her head?
Oh,
Was it
I'm gonna look at the
speaking as
Inquisitor.
a separate entity?
I don't know how, but I saw a memory of her scared inside a tunnel, and I think I saw Lacto telling his wife, I believe, Eliza,
Correct.
that he was going to leave a piece behind. If you allow me, I'll just transfer the knowledge to you directly.
He nods. You
I'll
can roll as many
use-
times as you want, technically, so you don't. No. Just give me a roll to see if you get a natural doubles.
Yeah,
Something funny may happen.
let's hope not. Boop. Nope. It links.
So you pass over the information, the memories, and so he imprinted himself upon her to. But then, how would he?
From what I understood,
This goes far above Magnus's knowledge range. He doesn't really. He knows a lot about some things and then nothing about other things. So he has puzzlement on his face here.
I believe, sir, that little girl we saw inside her mind, I believe they caged her mind as a child. And something else got imprinted that ran the show.
No, she was tested. And there would have been multiple times throughout her life when other parties would have tested her. She cannot have been a demon host or a grail or any other type of chaotic entity. Mind fucked, that's a possibility.
I don't mean as in the host of a demon, sir. I mean brainwashed, literally. And the last remains of the innocent girl were, caged inside her mind like a bird.
It's possible. It's possible to have, or at least parts of her personality locked away and make her more compliant, or... But why would he... I get it. He wants to leave behind a... Wait, but that's not, again, possible. You can't bring someone back from the dead. Even if they had his memories, his soul is in the astral sea. He's toast. Unless entities within the warp want him for something. There's a look of like not really understanding, and then kind of slowly but surely putting together some information, some pieces, and realize, oh fuck. What if everything that happened here today was not actually so much about Plan A, Plan B? Think of it. They come for their main prize, which is the lost or locked away hidden memories of her beloved husband. <clears throat> 'Second part is cleaning up loose ends, And the prize of the supplement prize of all of this is the reinforcement regiment that was in space waiting for the founding to finish. And that'd explain why they blew her goddamn arm up. Well, God Emperor forsaken arm off. They're trying to kill her. I thought they were trying to make her look innocent.
Why would they want her dead in this regard? Unless, like you said, she is the loose end. And she
Well,
seems to be more than just a loose end, though.
if they had acquired her memories, his memories from her, she was no longer needed. But a fortuitous happenstance arose. The Planetary Governess, and she was the one who chose the founding. She was the one who chose to change the founding. To change how things would play out.
They don't need this world anymore.
They got what this world was protecting. Her memories. Maybe that archaeotech has something to do with it as well. Again, I don't know how that fits into the grand picture that's being painted for us. But I am at least beginning to understand this part of it. So they get the troops. They get the memories. Get the ships. But at the same time, to pull all those strings, someone must have noticed. They can't have positioned loyalist inquisitors to his former regime around to turn a blind eye to all of this. Unfortunately, acolytes, this is I need to wait and reach out to some of my contacts within the Ordos. Hopefully, with a bit of luck, they will be able to give me some more answers. At least one of them should. For now, you've done well with this interrogation. Mordecai, later on you could transfer what you saw over. Although, Liliana, I'm concerned, the voice of her. Why does it, and the runes around the room? Our powers combined should, at this level at least, should not have been enough to burn them out. Put them under strain, yes.
I'm not sure I know either, sir. I've transferred everything that I saw to you.
Very well then. Mystery. Maybe it was the imprinting. Yeah, maybe it was something else entirely.
I have no idea, but this is just speculation. But could Electo actually have left a portion of it inside her? Maybe that could be why the room's been kaput.
Winters, you go quiet and begin thinking to yourself for a while. You make some good progress on your thinking, but you can't quite picture how this relates to the information that you've learnt from the Psychers or the Inquisitor. You two, you have a good glimpse of part of the picture, but can't get that full image in scope yet. I held on to what Jim said, and now it disappeared. Sorry, Jim. What did you passed over the images as you saw, and as you heard?
Maybe I like to left a portion of it, so I think is what I said.
That was it. Sorry. We would have. Well, they wouldn't have left her here if his soul was within her. I know little, if it's even possible, to leave a part of one's soul in another. Memories I can at least understand, a psychic print, perhaps, or another psychic technique, a lost one or a forbidden one. I could at least get my head round understanding it, but to break up one's soul and to... I don't know how you could.
He seemed aware that, well, that it was the future.
No, it was not aware. It was younger, and it didn't have his most recent knowledge. And from what I glimpsed from Liliana's memories, it's not like he knew anything of you two. He didn't ask how I was. He didn't ask about many things that could have piqued our interest.
I meant more, he seemed to know that it wasn't just pure memory. There was personality there too.
No, you are correct. That was definitely
I don't know if this will help,
independent entity, at least. Well, I have some reports to write up, and I'll need to let the Lord Commander know what's happened. It's going to take a couple of weeks at best, worst maybe longer, to get word of what's been going on with the Ultramar Navy, and to get word back. At this point in time, you can do as you please. You wish to help the hive in however you see fit to do so, without barging in, saying Inquisition, of course. Do so. If you want 2 weeks or so R&R to do research studies or so on and so forth, be my guest. We have technically control of the Emperor's Profiteer and the Lustful Maiden. However, the Emperor's Profiteer is assisting with repairs to the fleet. And the Lustful Maiden is currently on the edge of our system, of our current system. They will assist you, but they may be difficult. With those two, use my authority as you see fit. And of course, I'll be on comms if you need me. Make this place your base of operations for any extra missions you may wish to take on. If not, enjoy your R&R on as best you can. I'm sure the Lord Commander will do his utmost to keep you fed and watered however you see fit. He looks at all of you in case you want to ask him something or bring up something.
I just say I'll transfer my memories at your earliest convenience, so you can have a full report.
He gives you a specific time that he should be able to work around. So you're able to... Okay, that time we go... Anyone else before he turns and walks away?
Trying to rack my brain, but he already gave permission for us to study the stuff, so...
Yeah.
I Fuck, I don't think I got anything. I'm trying to think. I thought I had something there for a second, but I can't quite get it, to be honest with you. So I might have to just
Okay.
acknowledge.
He leaves.
Actually, did Mordecai transfer his portion of the memories?
No,
Maybe
he's going to a little bit later. It would look so. The Inquisitor's face does look a little bit taxed, a little bit drained.
In that case, I'll just say have some nice rest there.
A little bit shocked, you know. He sighs and mumbles as he leaves, saying, "I wish I could get some rest." And walks off to the big conference room. So over the next 2 weeks, you will be able to do other things that you wish to do if you want to do anything. But some key things do happen. So, with the commissariat and members of the what is it when you make a video that tells nothing but lies, for the military?
Propaganda.
Propaganda. There. The commissariat and the propaganda division. You can work with them to elevate Victoria Nightshade, and have a video of, essentially it is the Planetary Governess, but she's unconscious and, you know, the corpse is being cleaned up, or maybe it's a body double, or, you know, who knows. Maybe it's both. Is used to elevate her up, because she finds the heathen a fake, semi-fake execution. Trial and execution are all laid out in rapid succession. Been 2
Funny that.
There isn't a coronation, but the Lord Commander of the ground is put on all the pick feeds, saying that he will take over until a suitable governing strategy can be made available for this world, blah blah blah. So things do start to calm down, and then towards the end of this period, this rest period, 2 ships arrive. Agnes is summoned up into space. So, were there any things that you guys wanted to do specifically on-world research projects, so on, so forth? If you can't think of anything now and you do want some time to think, because you were like, oh, hang on, I did have a list, but I don't know where it is, we can carry the research part on till in the next time.
I do have something on hand, so the others can think something more.
Marvelous. So, Ezio, what would you like to do in your 2 weeks?
I would like to try better up the Mechanicus to try and get some repulsors for my multi-melta.
Okay. So that's more something you can do as a requisition form and as request forms. So essentially you ask, I imagine you asked one of the assistants who's stood around to
Well, I
help
will probably
you.
go first to Winters, because she is our
Well,
resident
no,
tech priest.
so you would know of like the forms needed. You know of requisition forms. You know of, okay, well, if I fill this out, I can at least hand it to whoever needs it to go to where it needs to go. Asking one of the assistants, you get back a requisition form. Only this is headed with the Ultramar symbol, and it has the Lord Commander of the Grounds personal heraldry, signature, everything on it, to say that it comes from his personal office. So you can attempt to write down the thing that you want on there. You can go to Winters and ask her for assistance with like what is this thing again, and what's it named under Mechanicus coding or
Can you
whatever,
give me the
to make it as
serial
official as
number?
possible. Sure. So you can put that in, and you can hope and see, and maybe. I will tell you now, Albie, it will probably, it's not good news. The Mechanicus of this world, who have been basically their higher ups, who knew where all the cool shit was, kind of been obliterated. So currently there's a lot
Well,
of.
I thought that was just opportunity to get it, because they won't say no.
Currently there's dum-dums going through the archives, like, okay, so we have this, we have this, we have this. They don't actually know what the thing is. The Planetary Governor, well, the Lord Commander stroke Planetary Governor, it doesn't get lost. Let's put it that way. Doesn't get lost, but you get in the 2 weeks that you're on world, you would get told that they don't have it on world. Your quest has been rejected, but has been forwarded on by the Lord Commander. It's not a straight up rejection. It's out there with official name and sanctum behind it. Now for the
Wonderful.
bureaucracy of the Imperium to take it upon its wings and see where it ends up.
So, this would just be the internal monologue of Ezio. He would go, okay, so next time, second attempt.
It'll just be one of those things that when you're like on the demon world, facing down the demons, proto-demon Primarch, golden armor, and God.
Yeah, I know.
It'll arrive on this world, and they'll be like, special delivery, buddy, where is he? Oh, send it on another ship. Special delivery. We'll find him.
Yeah, that's why I said better luck next time.
No, it's out there. They'll get it to you. Lord Commander's decree. At one point.
Yeah, that's exactly the point where I'm knowing the Imperial logistics chain.
You'll keep trying, and then they're like buses. You wait forever, and then 5 turn up at once.
Yes.
The worst part is when all 5 of them are packed full to the brim.
So would anyone else like to do anything? Again, keep in mind you can just relax, recuperate, and chill out.
There's no time to relax. Enemies are out there.
There are still some
I guess I
enemies
would
if you want to
start.
assist. Just assist killing random holdouts and mutants that have got a bit too far up, or if you again, it's basically you just assisting the PDF or doing some missions that they can't. They've 3 teams have exploded down there. Can you have a look? Find out. The mutants are just running at whoever comes down, but you don't get scared of them, so you can just shoot them and they die.
Yeah. Can I It's not that I don't want Darius's face out there in regards to it, so I kind of want to use my the enforcer armor and everything I have, and just maintain that kind of secrecy with it.
Sure.
And then basically do that. I want to assist the PDF and guardsmen as much as I can, so the guardsmen and PDF will know that I'm an asset to them.
So the assistant, who is always outside, gets you a ident chit, which is specialist enforcement Arbites regiment, blah blah blah. It basically gives you carte blanche in regards to orders. So they're not going to be like, oh, it's an inquisitorial agent who turns up. It's a specialist enforcer from off-world. That's why they don't know of him. That's why he travels from blah blah. So you've got cover.
The only thing I asked for is shotgun shells as payment.
But by all means, you've got your cover for going down there while you're in the get-up. I'm sure they can recover your expenditures.
So yeah, I'll help out where I can. If need be, I'll lead PDF or whatever. But I'll just primarily be taking out whatever remnants is left over, and mutants, they get uppity.
Sure. Again, there doesn't seem to be mass urgency as if you're running to the front where action is taken. It seems as if even the defenders are, in some cases, running out of ammo or have died right back down, but they're still in annoying positions where, the PDF die in droves, and it gives them ammo, and can't have this. But sure, you can assist them doing that, and Ezio, if you want to go and assist doing that as well at any point, you can in your rest period.
I would also try to get the gun cutters some armor, maybe some extra weapons, and also first on the list, a livery so it doesn't stand out that it's an Inquisitorial gun cutter.
So most of the repair teams and anything to do with infrastructure has basically gone towards the damaged infrastructure. So there aren't really any teams around to do any work. There aren't any servitors to assist you in most cases, unless they come from the rogue traders' ships.
I mean,
which
surely
is a
you
possibility.
can get some cans of paint.
But yes, things like paint, they can indeed supply you with. And again, it comes under this very fancy paint paper for the Lord Commander, and you can hand that in. So if you want to do, like a dragon's head, or you wanted to do that, what have you, you can play around with the color and the imagery painted upon it. You will, however, need the artistry talent. I'll give your painting it a color. If you want to do any fanciness on it, you will have to get the tradecraft.
Can I give it the PDF
artistry.
logo or something like that, or an Imperial Guard logo?
Find an artist and get them to do one of those bombshell daisies or whatever the hell they call them.
Hot rods.
Yes.
Oh,
With the
those
pinups?
hots. The
Yeah,
pinups on
the cockpit.
bombers from World War II.
Yeah.
Yes. You have to now.
Given the
have
fact
never
that
heard them
that's going to be
call
rather
bombshell daisies before.
expensive, given the fact that the world was kind of in upheaval and things are in demand at the moment. But you could pay for an artist to do it, or someone could get the artist. Like Jazina had the artist skill.
Scrimshaw. Yeah, I am considering getting Scrimshaw because I want to see if I can make runes of protection.
I thought he had the proper artist one, because it tells you how much an art piece is worth. Like, because he painted a painting of Electo, didn't he?
What?
So Jazina's character, which was a woman, painted a painting of the Lord Inquisitor that we would, in my game, we would kill, and in the actual game we failed to kill. And it was like a natural one with 11 degrees of success. It's like a masterpiece, a greatest masterpiece.
It started off as an icon and then became a kill marker. Okay.
I mean, we all had a very great moment when we were using our trade skills. I mean, I made holy cigarettes.
Yeah.
That were defiled at some point.
No. I never defiled the sororitas cigarettes. I still have them to this day. I defiled some cigars, though.
Aren't those the same?
No. A cigar is a big fat thing made out of whole tobacco leaves. A cigarette is actually a low stick in this universe is even fucking worse.
I know, but I thought you actually put the low sticks in there.
No.
The ones that I gave you.
No. They were cigars because it was a JFK reference. I think it's JFK.
I think.
I think Bush did it as well, but I can't quite remember.
I actually think that there's one of the Imperial Aeronautica books for Oni War, one of the homemade supplements that actually gives you bonuses if you have those paintworks on the front. I'm going to say no to that though, probably.
But yes, that is something you can do, but you will have to pay through the roof to do it. Like, we're talking maybe 5,000 thrones to get an artist to actually paint the whatever you want on it.
Oh no, hang on. No, you never know. Maybe now we get a massive uptick in customers at the bar because people need to drink away their worries.
Quite possibly. We will.
I mean, I do have 7k thrones spare, so.
So does anyone else have a project to do in the next like 9-ish minutes that they want to bring up, or you can spend the last 9-ish minutes doing damage to the economy. I'll leave that all in your call.
Winters would like
Rolling.
to do some soul care for herself because shit has gone down very, very hard during the last couple weeks.
Yeah. Shit fucked.
Sure, and Winters, you can obviously you're one of the highest ranking tech priests on this planet currently. So it depends on which inquisitorial teams are on world at which times, but kind of yes. So there's not many areas from the Mechanicus Sanctums that you wouldn't be allowed into, like if you wanted to go and pray at their shrines and so on and so forth. That would all be open to you. If you want to go and get maintenance done, that would all be open to you. It's just the organization of everything is kind of fucked because, again, all the people who knew what was going on are kind of dead.
My priority is on soul care right now. If that means I help them organize stuff as well, that would be great, but that is not the priority.
Sure. Then you can go down there. You can just basically take charge. Assist, take charge. So I'll tell you what. We might as well do your 2 rolls to damage the economy. Who did we lose?
Jim did not like that.
No.
Jim does not want to damage the economy anymore.
No.
Visible hand of the
never
free
mind.
market.
Yes. Welcome back, Jim.
And also, Jim, try to come up with a number for me of how often you and Tiffany,
Do the thing.
have adult time together. How often in
In
these
2
2
weeks,
weeks
a
do
lot.
they hear the coming from the muffled?
I mean, we will have a lot of stress to blow off. So
Just give me a number of how many.
I'll try to think of a number using Brazilian standards.
Brazilians have standards.
Ooh, buddy.
You low-hanging fruit, right there.
I've seen the porn, Jim. I can back him up.
So it ends on the porn.
No. It reconnected again. It saved itself.
Oh,
So
okay.
I tell you what, everyone, we're gonna save the rolls for damaging the economy. Jim's gonna come up with a number for how many times him and his make-believe girlfriend get down and jiggy with it, and their machine. See, look, they joke about the toaster, but now they've got a beloved machine in their life too. So, hope the Mechanicus member doesn't need to fix it. We're going to end it there. So thank you all so much for watching. I certainly hope you've enjoyed this shorter episode and are looking for future episodes to come where we are finishing up this series. I think.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. There's only a little bit more to be delivered.
Finishing the series or ending the season?
It will be this series. This season of this. Yeah, this season ends. So we go on to season 3, episode 1, rather than season 2, episode. I can't remember now. 40 something, 50 something.
Okay.
Only 50 something? Really?
Oh, we're over 100 episodes, I swear, for this one. What did I name this one? No,
45.
episode 45.
Oh.
Episode 45. And I may have fucked up. That might have to be 46, actually. But never mind. I did do the part 3.
Yeah, the last one was 45, so it's 46.
Yeah, it's 46. So, yeah, we should be about episode 50. We should be over for season 2. On for season 3 at one point. As the years
116 so far.
See, season 2 was shorter than season 1.
Yeah.
But anyway, yes. Thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and we will see you next time. Bye bye. Take care, everyone. Bye bye for now. I can't remember.
Bye.
Hey.
See ya.
Did I crack my knuckles on the mic? If so.